All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Houston Texans. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Target, but now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Watson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You didn't hold on to the football, so I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but 24. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down, Chargers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This one taken in by Hester. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. That'll be caught. It's Hester. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Second and 5. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On second down, it's Pollard. Well, that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Jim. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Check pass.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
In your face.
On second down now, it's Hunt. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Complete to Keenan Allen. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
64, weak. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Back, let's go.
Back to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Chargers.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Let's go, touchdown.
Hunter Hunter Henry. His third touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Dances by him. And the decision to bring it out will cost. Him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 33 yards that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
80 weapon. Check the
Now it's Hunt. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now back look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And Ingram holds it in. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Watson now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Watson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Houston. 56 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is down to 2.
16, Texans 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Got some room at the 30. Complete. It's Henry. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Nice 7, let's go.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read, your general, flash. And go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Pollard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Here's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 20.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Watson. This is caught.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Watson escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Christian Wilkins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 87 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Second and 5 now. Watson eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught by Hester. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now a first down throw. Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. To throw again on second down. Watson being chased out left. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown grab, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
On the set.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, ready. 6 orange. Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On second down, it's good. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He'll rifle this one deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, you know, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
To throw is Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Hester. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
All day, alert! Rush in!
Here's Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. 31. Coming in, ball. Got him, go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And an alley to run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Watson escaping the pressure right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
He's checking. Crap. 54.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Check safety.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans have taken the lead. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
It's our time. It's our time. Put it down. Pressure. Let him go.
Now Watson operating from the gun to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield,
he's got a man complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry with his second touchdown. Chargers are going to retake the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing.
Here we go. Man left, man left. Hey, 4 down. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Bang, 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 bang. Stand, go.
On 1st down, punt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for our visitors, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.